Yeah, guys, welcome to another session of Daily Crypto with Paul, and I'm super excited to be here. If you're new here, on this channel, basically what we do is we look at cryptocurrency news and we give unbiased views of, the technicals of Bitcoin. Okay, we look at what Bitcoin is doing and we give an unbiased view of what it perhaps would most likely do based on technical analysis. So we'll look at the news around cryptocurrencies daily and we'll look at the Bitcoin technicals, because once you know what Bitcoin is going to do, you have an idea of what your altcoins will most likely do. And today is quite very interesting. We have some interesting news. Like Jack Dorsey, what he's doing with the Bitcoin project, and like the Doge Palooza that's coming in October. It's quite amazing. So without wasting much time, let's go to the news. Let's go to the charts. Guys, welcome to the new session, and as usual we always start with CoinDesk, and basically today CoinDesk seemingly has nothing new. Okay, most of the news we've looked at them already, so we just keep over to Cointelegraph. CoinDesk has basically nothing new for us today. Then, of course, Cointelegraph is talking about wealth managers gaining exposure to Bitcoin via Grayscale. Okay, and of course, this is really a trend for Bitcoin. It's really one of the things I've observed. Look at long ago, there were just very few people using Bitcoin. With time, more developers started using Bitcoin. With time, more the normal public people started using Bitcoin. With time, we begin to see institutions use Bitcoin. Just this year, we've seen a country at least starting to use Bitcoin. Next year, countries will start using Bitcoin, and perhaps at some point, the whole world will be using the Bitcoin at some point. So it's going to be very crazy, and especially now that the United States government is finding ways to be able to come into the cryptocurrency game. It's really quite possible. Okay, it's really quite possible that the whole world will use Bitcoin. A lot of skeptical things around this, but I think it's very possible. All right, so Bitcoin is really following a trend. So we are seeing few countries adopting it already. One has started. Now we are getting to see companies just chipping into to Bitcoin. Just last year, just about a few companies, but now even a lot of companies are rushing in. So I won't be surprised if many countries start rushing in also. Then, of course, I think these are the only things. These are the major things we have. Okay, these are the major things we have from here. From Coindesk, we already looked at the whole thing about Binance Trace hackers. With the London court order Binance to trace hackers behind the $2.6 million Fetch AI attack. Okay, there was an attack, and there some users of Binance said their funds was affected, and so London is telling Binance to try to trick these hackers. Okay. Alright guys, without wasting much time, let's jump over to bitcoin.com news and see what they have for us. Okay, this is yes, you can see the Doge Palooza thing. Okay, so there's a planned festival for Dogecoin, I think starting October 9 this year, where they call it Doge Palooza. Of course, for me, since I've been alive, the biggest cryptocurrency gain ever has been from Dogecoin. Okay, I don't really know how Dogecoin did it, but this guy is a beast. I mean, that's one of the biggest gains we have ever seen, that I have ever seen, me myself I have ever seen in cryptocurrency. It's done by Dogecoin. And so a lot of people love Dogecoin. People are rallying around it and they want to have a festival for Dogecoin. Okay, and I really know around this period there will be a lot of hype around Dogecoin. So picking up some Doge now will not be a very bad idea. But again, it depends on what Bitcoin is gonna do. Okay, if the Bitcoin falls back and confirms that we're in a bull trap, then Dogecoin will on a short term also go down. Okay, so but this is amazing. Let's see, is any other news? Of course, the Binance news already. I think those are the major news from here. Of course, it's a weekend, so we don't really expect there to be so much of a news. Let's see, crypto news. What does crypto news has for us? Okay, saying the US infrastructure bill might prompt crypto business exodus. Okay, so basically what it's trying to say is, with the infrastructure bill in the United States taxing developers, taxing miners, most of these people might look at moving out of the United States to other places where they are more welcomed to do their things, because it's very impossible to tax a crypto developer. How do you want them to submit a tax report? That's totally impossible. And so this write-up is also saying, because it's impossible, then the government perhaps might just be looking at stylishly trying to eliminate these crypto guys, because there's no way a software developer on blockchain can report its tax. It's so crazy. So the treasury has to come out and define how they want it to be reported. Even they themselves cannot define it yet. So it's as if they are just putting the crypto guys on a trap. sort of. So but basically if they can't redefine these things, I think a lot of developers will just move out, and it will really be sad for the United States, because they will really lose at this if they want to play this game. They'll really lose at this, because the blockchain has really come to scale, and they must realize that I mean it's gonna those days when United States is like a superpower. A lot of other companies. What made United States a superpower is because United States was open to development, open to growth, open to technology, and it became like the tech hub. So by now they are beginning to shut down with technology they believe they can't control. Some other nations will pick it up, use it for profitable things, and they might in the shadow be left behind. So let's go over to the Daily Odo and see what Daily Odo has. Alright guys, so welcome to the Daily Odo, and Daily Odo is telling us that Fortune, a 92-year-old US magazine, plans to hold Ethereum. For me this year it's been revolutionary because I have fallen in love more and more with Ethereum. So these Fortune guys, they launched their NFT, they made some sales of it, and they said the proceeds they got, of course, you are paid in Ethereum. So the Ethereum they've gotten, they are not planning to sell it, they are planning to hold it. It's really going to be amazing. Ethereum is going to be amazing with the OEIP 15519. Ethereum is going to explode. So without wasting much time, let's go to the Bitcoin chart and let's see what Bitcoin is doing. Alright guys, so welcome to the Bitcoin chart, and as you can see, something quite interesting is happening here. Okay, something quite interesting is happening here. Look at this red candle here. We went up to 48k and we immediately were weak, back down immediately, like we were rejected ASAP. This didn't even waste time. Let me go to the 1 hour time frame and let's see what we have. Look at this where I'm touching here. We were wiped down ASAP, and this drop down really has a substantial volume. So of course it makes it a sign of weakness in that way, and of course like we broke major structure, because this is like a consolidation zone we have, and with this wipe down we have here, we broke this structure. So you can see it's really like a sign of weakness, and what is basically is indicating is there's a high probability that we might go down some more. At least looking at, we might go to something around 44k, and there's this, look at this other block here. Yeah, let me try to see if I can get the point. Sorry, I have to zoom out to see. Anyway, I think it's around 43,800, 44,000, just 44,000 on the dollar. Let's say 44,000. So we're really looking at getting back to 44,000. From here, if we break down. But again, Bitcoin market has been crazy with so many signs of weakness at different points, but we really never respected them. We just continued upward. So this guy could still go upward, but again, the chances that we go down is extremely very high, because this sign of weakness is look at the volume that followed it. It's huge. This volume on the 1 hour time frame almost matched the same volume with which we went up at first. So you can really see that the probability that we really go down to 44k is extremely very very high. But again, it's a Bitcoin market, we should be ready for anything. So what are we doing? For me, we already have, well, those of us already have our money in this game. We just really fold our hands and watch, and really watch. Don't forget, there are a lot of scenarios that we are really considering. One of the first major scenarios is that we are in a bull trap. This is it. What do I mean by a bull trap? That this upward movement we have here, is a bull trap. It's just doing as if the market wants to go up, then everything now crashes back. That's the first assumption I've always had. But again, the way this thing went up so quickly, I'm really beginning to doubt that we're in a bull trap. But again, we just have to keep paying attention. So if we're in a bull trap, our tactics is, should we jump out now? No. Let's watch and see what's going to happen in the next 24 hours. That's why you always have to be patient, and you always have to watch. So once we watch and we see what happens in the next 24 hours, we will really know what to do. But I really want to tell you, if we begin to break this structure here, this structure we have here at about, I think, 42,000, 43,000, then we really know we are really going down. So we just have to get out of the market. So but then let's keep watching, because again we could be back in a bull run. Remember I told us that this chart doesn't really show that we've ended the bull run. The bull run is the chart. Bitcoin has a long way to go in this market cycle, and look at how long we really consolidated here. We see it here for months doing nothing, doing zero. We were just going up and down, up and down, up and down. Then instead of now going up, we wicked down. Usually what happens is that when you stay for a long period of time like this, and then on attempting to go up, you wick down. This wicking down is just to wipe out people. Then you now accumulate and now start going up. So most likely this is what the Bitcoin is doing. We were just doing nothing for months. Then when people expected it to go up, it went down. I mean, it wiped people out, caused some losses, then accumulates and then starts going up. But again, we could also be in a bull trap. This could just also roll us down the more. So we have to be very attentive to what's happening. So Bitcoin has some critical points here, and of course, once we know what Bitcoin is going to do, it's going to affect all our altcoins. Cardano has been doing well. Most of the altcoins we really called have been doing well, and we are surprised that they're not because we are smart people, but because God is with us on this, and He's helping us out. And of course, it's clear from the charts. It's a no-brainer. Okay. Then the other thing is Doge. Doge really looks good. I just really want to see what Bitcoin is going to do, because that can really determine what Dogecoin will do. Okay, again, you must be aware Doge can just jump overnight. So this guy is a very crazy coin. It can just jump overnight. So you really need to be aware. And as far as Bitcoin has really been trying to go up, Doge has not really tried to go up so much. Doge has not gone up so much so far. So something you should really watch out for, because this guy pumping the market for no reason. They're gonna pump Doge. They're gonna pump Doge when it's time. Okay. Alright guys, so that's it on Daily Crypto Paul for today. Alright guys, so that's it on Daily Crypto Paul for today. And if you like the content, tell a friend, subscribe to the channel, press the notification bell. Thank you, and see you tomorrow. Remember, as always, don't get wrecked. Bye bye.